Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? Hope you are all safe and doing well. Today we are going to discuss a new subtopic of chapter light, that is shadows. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to recognize an object and its shadow, or a shadow and the object casting it. Understand that the size of a shadow changes when the distance changes between the light source and the object blocking the light. Okay students, as discussed in the previous lecture, there are three types of materials that allow or do not allow light to pass through them. These were transparent materials, translucent materials, and opaque materials. Transparent materials let light pass through them in straight lines. For example, glass, crystal. Translucent materials let some light pass through them. For example, tissue paper, frosted glass. And opaque materials do not let any light pass through them. For example, wood. Students, we know that light travels in a straight line. It can be reflected and it can be bent. But how does it pass through different materials? How it is able to create shadows? Let's discuss it. A shadow is an area of darkness formed when light is completely or partially blocked. You can also say that the shadow is the area on the surface that looks darker than the relatively brighter area around it. Shadow is formed when light is not able to pass through an object. When an opaque object or a translucent object comes in the path of the light falling on that object cannot reach the other side. Therefore, that particular region becomes dark and a shadow is formed. The object must be opaque or translucent to make a shadow. A transparent object will not make any shadow as light will pass straight through it. Early in the morning and late in the day, shadows change size and shape much faster than you may expect. In the morning and in the afternoon, when the sun is lower in the sky, objects will have much longer shadows. Therefore, you can also find which direction is approximately north at noon if you have a shadow to watch. At midday, the sun is above the tree and it will cast a short shadow. In the evening, the sun is low in the sky and it will cast a long shadow. Students, if an object is moved closer to the light source, the shadow gets bigger. If an object is moved further away from the light source, the shadow gets smaller. It means that at different times of the day, your shadow will be different because of the position of the sun. Your shadow is small at noon because the sun is above you. In the morning and evening, your shadow will be tall. Students, it's time to do some classwork. Write down the index and date. Write down the topic. Draw a margin line. First question is, how shadow is formed? Second question is, which type of materials make shadow? third is when shadow is smaller and sharper. Boys, you also have to do activity 6.2 of your science workbook, page number 94 and 95. Take care and Allah Hafiz. Thank you.